Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your coverage of the International 2, the best and most amazing Dota 2 tournament ever. My name is Toshley and I will be bringing various coverage of this tournament in the form of my casting. It's primarily being done for some glorious experience casting Chinese and Southeast Asian style Dota because their styles are very different from that of the Western scene, and I've pretty much casted exclusively Western games. So as a result, I'll be casting random sets, random best of whatever from both the winners and losers brackets of the Defense 2. Every single game will feature at least one Chinese team. That's the way it's going to go because, again, need some familiarities with their style of play and so on and so forth. And who do we have playing for us today? We have DK over on the side of the Radiant. DK hailing from the land of China, and they will be fighting it out against fan favorites from within the Dota 2 scene. Na'Vi, Natus, Vinsare, or however way you wish to say. They hail from the Ukraine, and they will be fighting it out over on the side of the Dire. On the side of TK, we have Burning sitting in the captain's chair, following that up with Long DD, Zippo, Super, and ROTK. And over on the side of Na'Vi, we have Captain Puppy, Havorst, Dandy, Light of Heaven, and Arsa. Jumping straight to the draft, we see a respect ban immediately coming out of DK in the form of that Pudge. Previously in this tournament, we have seen Dendi and Na'Vi use that Pudge amazingly well, and the Chinese are sort of known for having problems with dealing with Pudges because the Chinese style is very methodical, very precise, and Pudge just throws a wrench in all of that because of how volatile he is in terms of how he can be played. The next couple of bans to come out of DK going to be that of Nagasar, following it up with a Lycan, two very standard heroes to take out of the fray. Na'Vi's set of bans, we're going to see an Invoker, following it up with a Rubik and a Darkseer. Standard bans, once again, Rubik, Darkseer, and of course that Invoker, all very powerful heroes. DK, having themselves first pick, have decided to immediately secure up that Chen. I'm sure Na'Vi are a little bit disappointed about that. We know Poppy is legendary, absolutely so well known for his ability to play Chen, does a fantastic job, did an amazing job in the International 1, and it's sad that he can't get a hold of him today, but alas, there are still some powerful heroes left in the pool. Nature's Prophet is still available, Broodmother is here as well if they so desire to go down that path. Who else have we got left? Enchantress is still in the mix if Poppy wants that sort of micro-intensive jungling unit to control. There's quite a few options available for us. But what road will Na'Vi go through? Nature's Prophet seems like a very surefire picker. He's very versatile, great global control, he has great push as well as great counter push, great defense, and his ulti just lets him farm like an absolute madman and push the lanes or defend the lanes without even having to be there and help out in team fights. And he's such an amazing hero, and I'm somewhat surprised that he didn't get immediately taken out. I'm surprised we banned out, say, Invoker or Rubik over that Nature's Prophet. Na'Vi taking their time about this pick, of course. DK sort of rivals with Na'Vi, and Na'Vi no doubt want to take victory in this game. This is of course a winner's bracket. The loser will fall down into the lower bracket and will have to fight in a best of one. And anything can happen in a best of one, and it's so volatile and it's absolutely somewhere that you don't want to be. Leshrac going to be the first pickup by Na'Vi. We have only 15 seconds left of reserve time, not much time for Poppy to think and to pick for the next pickup and for the rest of the picks and bans coming in. And we're giving away that Nature's Prophet. We elect to go for Leshrac and Tidehunter. And DK no doubt are going to secure themselves that Nature's Prophet. It's a main focus right now, that Nature's Prophet. Very powerful hero, still in the pool, not being picked up. It'll happen sooner or later, though. It has to happen sooner or later. On the topic of Chen, though, we want someone to synergize with him. He has great early game and great push because of his ability to steal level 6 creeps or so. Just think about it, how good would that be for ganking? A level 6 creep at the very start of the game is a force to be reckoned with. You've got the Ursa has its clap, it's a slow, it's a bit of extra damage, not to mention the right click coming out of it. You have the Centaur Khan, which has a nice AoE stun. It's great for ganking, and DK might want to pick a hero that will synergize nicely with that. Someone that has a slow or a stun, such as Venomancer. And Tinker is going to be their third pickup as well. I was just about to say Venomancer, and these bastards picked it. I want to show off that I have a little bit of knowledge of the game. God damn it, keeps happening. Unless Tinker going to be their third pickup, there's most likely going to be the solo mid. Could also go down bottom alongside the Venomancer. I'm thinking Chen in the jungle down bottom. We'll see Venomancer alongside the Tinker, and Chen with his creep can help out with, say, ganking, or maybe just assistance if things get a little bit sticky for the Venomancer and the Tinker. Anti-Mage going to be the third and final pickup for the first set of picks for the team of Na'Vi. Going for that farming machine, the Anti-Mage, the hero that, well, if you leave him alone, if he gets the farm, he will simply win the game, and it's as simple as that. Coming out of Na'Vi, we've got good push to come out of the Leshrac, we've got great initiation to come out of the Tidehunter, and we have our late game insurance in the form of that Anti-Mage. One thing you need to remember about this Anti-Mage, however, is towards the early stages of the game, his presence will be almost nothing. He's not going to make much of an appearance in ganks, in team fights, or anything alike. He's just going to focus on farming 100%. So Nature's Prophet still hasn't been picked up, which boggles my mind, and he's no doubt going to get banned. Puck going to be taken out by DK, they're taking out those solo mids. We know the team of Dendi, the team of Na'Vi rather, with the member of Na'Vi being Dendi. It's fantastic on that Puck, and Puck does very nicely against the Tinker. You can dodge the rockets very easy with that phase shift. If you time it right, you can even make life a little bit more difficult with hitting that laser beam rather. Morphling going to be taking out Na'Vi, taking out those carries. And Morphling's just been dominating thus far in this tournament, winning just about every game. He's a fantastic hero, an absolutely great carry, and he doesn't get banned all that much despite his win rate. The fifth and final ban to come out of DK, it looks like they're going down the trend of solo mids. Windrunner's a possibility. Queen of Pain is also someone else that they could take out. Rubik's unfortunately already been removed. And how are we going to play this out? Who are we going to remove out? What hero does DK not want to deal with? That is no doubt what Captain Burning is thinking as of this moment. Ticking away into the reserve time, to which we have 1 minute of plenty of time for the team of DK. Na'Vi used up just about all of theirs for their first pick. It took a while and they have 9 seconds left, as we can see right here. But Na'Vi have a good composition, but so do DK. They've got slow, they've got gank, they've got push, they have counter push. Works out very nicely. And the Tinker may possibly want to make them rethink picking up a Nature's Prophet, due to the fact that if Nature's Prophet TPs out of the fight, starts pushing a lane, Tinker can TP to that lane, and March of the Machines beats Treants. But they are electing to take out that Nature's Prophet, the fifth and final ban to come out of the team of DK. Na'Vi rapidly responding to that by taking out the Silly Bear. And DK are going to pick up that Windrunner. We've got mobility, we've got our offlaner, we have shackles, power shots. The Windrunner gives her a great amount of survivability. And looking at their lanes thus far, Windrunner solo top, we'll see Chen in the jungle with Venomancer alongside Tinker down bottom. And now we're looking for our solo mids. Na'Vi snag up that Queen of Pain for Dendi in the role of solo mid, which also denies it from DK if they so wanted to pick up that Queen of Pain. Looking at the solo mids that we have left, well, the options are really completely open, honestly. Or maybe they want another hero. Another possibility is maybe put Tinker solo mid and have Chen Venomancer up top alongside someone else, and you put Chen in their jungle, catch their creeps, and cause a little bit of pain. Also want to note that Enigma is still in the mix. Fantastic team fight. And Luna's going to be the fifth and final pickup for the team of DK. That's going to be our solo mid coming out of DK. Luna in mid, Windrunner up at top, Venomancer alongside Tinker down the bottom with Chen in the jungle. Very standard lanes to come out of the team of DK. But looking over at Na'Vi, we're going to have Queen of Pain solo mid with Dendi playing on her, no doubt. Tidehunter and I'm not sure exactly where we're going to place this Anti-Mage, Tidehunter, and Leshrac. It's possible Anti-Mage could just go solo top and we'll see Leshrac, Tidehunter down bottom. Broodmother going to be the fifth hero to be taken up by Na'Vi. Looking at this placement, Queen of Pain solo mid, maybe Broodmother solo top, and we'll put Leshrac, Tidehunter, and Anti-Mage in a tri-lane. The danger with this is, Anti-Mage is going to get denied a lot of farm unless we can get those kills. So we need to utilize that tri-lane immediately, at all moments. Bloody garbage truck outside making a lot of noise. But we need to make sure we're getting kills, because we're going to be losing out on last hits, we're going to be losing out on farm if we're going in a tri-lane. Maybe that's not what's going to happen at all. Maybe we'll be duoing someone with the Broodmother. We've seen several times previously where they don't actually use a Broodmother in the solo lane. They actually utilize her with someone else. Looking over at the side of DK, who is playing who? We have ROTK to take up the role of the Windrunner, Long DD playing as a Chen, Super playing as a Tinker, Zippo to take up the role of the Venomats, and who am I missing? Burning, the man of the last hits, playing on that Lunar. And over on the side of Na'Vi, on the Dire side, we have Light of Heaven to play in the Broodmother, Poppy playing as a Tide Hunter. He has some nice bit of swag there. Shark on his head. Actually, I think that's about it. Then we have on Leshrac, we have Arsart, who has just disconnected from the game. Who else are we missing? Of course, we have Havors to be playing on the Anti-Mage and Queen of Pain, being taken up by Dendi. The entire team of Na'Vi looks poised to go down bottom first. Everyone seems to be heading there. It seems Broodmother will probably make her way top with the rest of the team to go down south, looking for that early first blood. And more members of Na'Vi are disconnecting from the game, so a great start to this match, folks. And if the pause goes on for too long, of course, through the magic of editing, through the magic of the fact that I'm doing this offline and not live, we'll simply skip it. Do a little bit of editing, and then all of a sudden we'll be back into the action. Hopefully. The lanes to come out of Na'Vi, again, one thing Poppy is great at is sort of cloaking the way in which he's going to play the current heroes that he has. He never sort of reveals his hand. He picks compositions that are fairly versatile, and even the ones that seem very standard as to who is going to play who, such as the lineup coming from DK, he mixes it up a bit. Reconnections are happening. All of Na'Vi seem to be in the game. In the next couple of moments we will be jumping straight into the action. GG, go go, let us move. Maybe I'm going to be entirely wrong about the lanes for DK. We'll have to wait and see. The entire team heading up north. We're looking for first blood, and Na'Vi changing their path a little bit. Now they're heading up north. Nope, they're not actually looking for first blood. We're now beginning to form our lane. So we'll see Havorst going solo bottom, Queen of Pain solo mid, and up in the top. Seems we're going to see Arsart, Poppy, and Light of Heaven going alongside the Anti-Mage down bottom. Not what I would have expected, are the words that I was trying to say. Wanting to go down, we want to block off these camps. No pulling of the creep wave, no denying of experience, no pushing lane back. DK looking for first blood. They're all in position, but the only member here is Arsart, and he's a good way back, but he still could get caught out. The team are moving in. ROTK moving in on the offensive. Has a win run, no shackle shot to move in, and Arsart is simply going to gallop his way to absolute safety. Poppy venturing forward a bit. He could find himself caught out. Burning moving in. Poppy is not in a great position. The rest of DK are not going to push forward, and Poppy will be absolutely fine. And now the lanes are going to start to show. DK will diffuse from the ganking group of 5 to a nice little normal set of 3 lanes, as you do in the world of Dota. So Light of Heaven solo bottom. We'll see Dendi in the middle lane, going solo mid, and up the top. Indeed, the Anti-Mage is here. He was just going down there to ward because he has the extra mobility from the blink. And Poppy, he wants that rune. He's not going to get it. He's forced to back off. No Gale to come out of Zippo. He's moving back in. He could find himself caught out. No, he's going to keep moving. He'll be absolutely fine.
Like I need another pair of legs.
DK is still moving in. Nice wards to come out. Disrupt any jungling to come out of Na'Vi. Blocking off this camp. With that sentry ward, it's going to be very, very hard to find. Burning being caught out, the right clicks are being dealt, no damage being dealt just far, the Venomous Gale to fly out, Havorst jumping in, the right clicks are being dealt, Burning is being caught out, he's trapped currently, he's trying to move around, he will get out, Chen sending him back to base, a nice split earth to come down, Burning will be sent back, but Poppy is getting very low, he takes a fall, but he gets the anchor smash off before he falls. Chen is the next one to fall, even exchange of affairs thus far. Havorst picking himself up, no kill just yet, nice split earth to come down, Zippo being body blocked here by Havorst, and a few more right clicks will do it, he will take him down, and a double kill to be secured up by the Leshrac. Nice little start by the team of Na'Vi, I have to say, trading 1 for 2. Who got the first blood, however? The Venomats, so DK got first blood, that was fairly even. But not completely even. Arsart coming in from the behind, looks like they want to go for another game. The Edict's doing a big chunk of damage, there's a split earth available. We do have the mana for it, the right clicks are coming in from Havorst. One well-placed split earth, and they will pick themselves up another kill. Anti-Mage secures himself a kill. Na'Vi, 3-1 at the very beginnings of the game. And they are getting the kills that they need to do. This tri-lane is working out very nicely for Na'Vi. He's moving in once again. Havorst moving a bit too far ahead, I would say. The right click's coming in from DK. But no more than that. The Tango will keep him back where he needs to be. The Seda Hellcall being an absolute nuisance. They're moving in once again. Anchor Smash to go down, but no more further aggression going to be dealt by either side. Over in the bottom lane, we've got ROTK going up against Light of Heaven. And Light of Heaven, a fairly even exchange of affairs, I would say. DK is harassing at every single opportunity. I mean, ROTK is, and he's doing a good job. Light of Heaven already been brought down very low. A few more right clicks and a power shot will bring her to a very, very, very bad state. Over in the mid, we have Tinker having a horrible time, 2 to 3, very low in HP, with Dendi currently going 4 to 8, having himself a very nice time thus far, indeed. Of course, going on this would be a bad idea. The right click been dealt, and from then on out, he's just going to back off. Split Earth to go down with killing off these Chen creeps. Actually, that wasn't even a Chen creep, I don't think. It was just a random Seder. We're denying it. Making sure Chen doesn't get a hold of it. I love this aggressive jungling style to come out of Na'Vi. I mean, come out of DK. With Chen trying to spend his time in the jungle, but Na'Vi, they're doing a good job of making sure that he gets nowhere near. Double damage coming in on Arsat. Don't think they're going to commit on it, however.
Denied.
But things have settled down. A lot of action to come in the opening moments of the game, but from then on out, things have settled ever so slightly. Vorce taking a couple of right clicks. From then on out, it's going to be nothing more than just a couple of right clicks. He doesn't really need to worry too much. Burning thinking of going in, but Arsat's nearby, doesn't want to push himself too far forward. The Venomat's nearby, Arsat being caught out. The Venomous Gale does not go down. Just a couple of right clicks. The Gush to follow it up on Zippo. Split Earth to go down. A nice Split Earth. We're blinking into position. Zippo takes another fall. Na'Vi are looking great. The right clicks to be dealt down by Long DD, but no more further aggression to be dealt. Vorce taking a couple of right clicks that he didn't really need to take, but he decided to push himself a little bit too far forward, see if he can get another kill out of it. The answer to that was no. Currently sitting on 3 Iron Branches, 7 to 6. Tinker is looking very sad, but he's getting those last hits at least. Queen of Pain already has a bottle, currently sitting at 11 for 11, having a wonderful time. Windrunner currently 17 to 2. Soul Ring. She's working her way towards a Soul Ring, seems to be the next item on the agenda for her. And 17 to 8 on the Broodmother. Long DD moving in on the offensive, picks himself up a Centaur Con. Very nice hero to have indeed. The duo of Na'Vi, they're moving in. They want to get a gank on mid. They want to try and kill off Super. They should be able to do so. They just need to wait for him to push a little bit far forward. But wards. Wards. But Super's still moving in. Arsat going in the offensive. The Split Earth, the Edict going down rather. No Split Earth to follow it up. The Laser Beam does a big chunk of damage. The Split Earth misses. And Arsat might have made a grave mistake here. One right click and he does take the kill. But Dendi's moving in alongside the Tidehunter. They're trying to get the kill. They should be able to do it. And Chen is going to send him back to the base. And he will get away. The Centaur stopped to come down on Dendi. Super trying to do what he can. The Gush to follow it up. Blink to screen to the Shadow Strike. But he does get away. Chen is too strong. All the way back to base. Shadow Strike is still following him. Yes, it is indeed. Stab. But other than that, nothing is going on. Meanwhile, actual action is unfolding. DK being caught out by Puppy. The right clicks are being dealt. But the Centaur is moving in to try and do what it can. Will the Stomp happen? Does we have the mana for it? We do indeed. Venomous Gale to go down. Puppy looking very dead. Has found himself caught out. He shouldn't have been here at all. The Centaur Stomp to follow it up. The right clicks and the nukes. The test of faith and the death of Puppy. A great advantage Na'Vi seem to have had. They just seem to be getting caught out in silly situations. Vorce, they're thinking of going in. They had the Venomous Gale available, but he can simply blink out of any danger that he might find himself in. Puppy alongside Ardas. The Gush to go down on Zippo. The right click's being dealt. Nice Gale to follow it up, and the Edict alongside the damage. And my brain just farted as all of that happened. Stun from Luna. Split Earth to follow it up. I'm sorry. Nice creep to be picked up by Long DD, provides a nice amount of push, and the Troll Trap is just a fantastic ability. Super moving in, Dendi very low, Shadow Strike to go down, the Laser Beam to follow it up, Dendi getting very low, and not many bottle charges to go in, moving in on the offensive, the March of the Machines means he has to back off. And Puppy thinking maybe I should go help him out, or maybe we'll look for a Chen. But these wards, the wards that come out of DK, very nicely placed. They're going to spot any potential ganks to come out of Na'Vi, and DK immediately returns to the safety of the tower. Bottle crowing, Dendi awfully low, but the bottle, when it comes back, will be absolutely fine. Zippo almost getting caught out, but the end will be ultimately A-okay. More wards to be placed down, denying of this ancient camp as well. But it hasn't been stacked thus far, at all, not in the slightest. Burning being caught out, we're coming in from the side. Nice Split Earth, the Edict going to do a nice chunk of damage. The Mana Break to take the final kill. And Anti-Mage is 3 for 0, a killing spree. Looking very happy with himself. Puppy, what is he thinking? He wants to try and get in position. He has the illusions to give a bit of extra visibility as well. Will he move out or will he stay where he is? This ward placement, they know where Tinker is. The Venomancer's not too far away. He can reinforce if Death begins to roll in. I think we're just going to have a little bit of a scare with the Tidehunter. Super will just panic, and we're disrupting the pulling as well. We're absolutely disrupting the pulling. Just in case this war doesn't block it, we'll sit right on the camp so it can't spawn. Counter warding to come out of Zippo. Deny Na'Vi their much needed vision that they need for not only ganking but extra safety. And things once again have settled down in this game. Very high action-packed game, and every now and then things just sort of settle down. Boots of Tranquil definitely makes more sense than a Soul Ring, obviously. And Broodmother working her way towards Treads has a Soul Ring, looking relatively happy with herself. No towers have yet to fall as well. Both are still standing strong on both sides. And Poppy, he's thinking about it, but he's thinking about it for a long time. He needs to pick a moment to move in because he's not getting experience. He's not getting gold as he sits in the sidelines waiting for that gank. And he's been here for a while. Nice ward placement to come out of the Venomancer, give that extra bit of vision. Luna also hiding in the tactical position, still getting XP, not getting the last hit, but in position if Death begins to roll in. DK making his way to top, still has that Troll Warlord, Troll Shaman, whatever you wish to call it. DK moving in, Havor's taking a couple of right clicks, but nothing more than that. He's forced back to the tower, but he will not take any more damage other than that. Poppy moving in towards the middle lane. Queen of Pain heading down bottom, and down in the bottom lane we have ROTK taking a couple of right clicks from Light of Heaven. The Spiraling charges go down. Dendy trying to move in. He has the invisibility rune. One blink to screen is all it will take. Will he be able to get it? ROTK moving into the trees, the webs, eliminate everything, but the ulti misses, but the scream picks him up, and it doesn't matter.
Bloody murder.
And Na'Vi 7-3 pick themselves up another kill. This game is, of course, best of 3. Whoever takes 2 games for themselves will move on, and the loser will have to face a best of 1 in the loser's bracket. Not where you want to be at all. In this game, a best of 1 is bad. Havorcing and moving in, no Venomous Gale to come out of Zippo. And no aggression to come out of either side at this moment, and I think our first tower might be claimed within the next couple of moments. Light of Heaven moving in, a nice army of Spiderlings as well as a creep wave being eliminated in a very rapid manner. Super, bit of damage to be dealt. Poppy's just, he wants to try and go for those ganks, but it's not been successful in the slightest thus far. Nice split earth to come down and burning, but they're not going to commit on it. Just using up that bit of mana. Poppy once again, he's thinking about it, Meanwhile, bottom tower goes down, ROTK unable to do anything and could find himself caught out. The Broodmother is definitely capable of taking down the Windrunner in a very short, easy and efficient manner, and Poppy's being caught out, the Troll Trap to go down, the right click's being dealt, Test of Fate to go down. He's trying to do what damage he can, he counter-warded while he was here, he's being productive, and it took a lot of resources, but Poppy did finally get taken down. Havor's doing what damage he can. Venomous Gale to go down. Now he has to turn around. The damage is being dealt. He does blink his way to safety and will be absolutely fine. And Arsar moving in position. He has an Edict. There are no creeps to absorb the damage. And oh my lord, the HP on Zippo just melts within the course of seconds and he will take a fall. What was he doing here? I have no idea. And Tidehunter, because he's been sitting back, he's been sitting in the sidelines here and not doing anything, waiting for those ganks. He's only level 4 10 minutes into the game. He's not level 5, not even level 6, doesn't have the Ravage. He's not in a good state right now. He needs to get that Ravage up so that Na'Vi have the superior team fights. Dingo looking to move in. Seems they want to get a gank on the Broodmother. Will they be able to do it, however? They need detection. They do have sentries, and that will be enough. Power shot to go through, weaken the creep wave, kill off some Spiderlings, as you do. The Dendy's moving into position. He has a haste. He's thinking of going in. He's going in on ROTK. The Shadow Strike to go down, but he's revealed his position and only done a little bit of damage, and he won't be able to follow this up. DK will not let something like that happen again. He's going to quickly sprint his way over to the top lane. I mean, the middle lane. He'll try and go down long DD. Catches him out. His HP already been brought to half. The creeps almost all dying as well, but... no more further commitment to come out of that. However, Venomous Gale to go down will simply blink his way to the low ground and be absolutely 100% safe. Tidehunter getting a little bit of solo XP, which is exactly what he needs to do. Still level 4, no higher levels coming in out of him today. And Dendy's just hiding in the sidelines, making sure that Poppy doesn't get ganked. Light of Heaven just farming. 2,400 in the bank. He's looking relatively good.
Thought you had that, didn't you?
Over in the gold department, we've got a 5k advantage for the team of Na'Vi, and same can be said in the experience department, closing in on 7.5k. Na'Vi are looking strong thus far. The Edict doing what damage it can. No one's nearby, however. ROTK could have been there. Must have just wind ran away. Dandy, 42 to 20. Luna currently farming it up in the middle lane just a little bit, 25 to 11, having a relatively good time thus far. Zippo scouting around a bit, could find himself caught out. Puppey alongside Arslan are moving in. They want to come in from the behind, they want to backdoor this tier 1 tower, they're going in on a Vorst. Right clicks are being dealt, they're coming in, no, they're not coming in from the behind. Possibly a bit of miscommunication there, looked like a really, oh, they got caught out by the wards, that's why they stopped. They're like, oh, there's no point in doing this, they already know that we're here. Burning, absolutely fine. Dandy, picking himself up in an invisibility rune, uses it immediately, wants to try and go for a gank. TP's coming in mid. Mid looks like the place to be. A little bit of congregation to come out of Na'Vi. Dandy moving into some nice positioning. But there's a lot of heroes coming out of DK. Will he be able to snipe anyone off? Maybe he wants to go for the courier. Oh, the courier. Right click. Will he get it? One more right click will do it. He does successfully take down the courier. Blinks away to safety. Dendy, the courier sniper, has been doing this all day, and he meets up with ROTK. This is not a good engagement for the Windrunner, but Burning's moving in. Has the Eclipse? No, he does not. Not level 6 just yet. Dendy getting low, gonna blink himself out. Yes, indeed. However, Burning trying to move in. The pulse on the Luna is a little bit too short, and Dendy does successfully escape. But they're moving on this tier 1. Boots of Travel being cancelled off. I think the creep got killed there. And the assistance of this Troll Warlord going to make life a little bit easier. Gush to go down there and Burning, but nothing more than that. Na'Vi, we're going to roll into defend. We have Tidehunter waiting in a nice positioning. Still doesn't have that Ravage. Only level 5, nowhere near level 6. And I think they're going to let this tower fall. The fortification drops. They're going to try and trade it for a tier 2, but Super cleans up the bottom lane and all the Spiderlings come out of the Broodmother. Easy peasy. And the tier 1 tower in mid takes a fall to the team of Burning. And he made ever so closer to his Battle Fury, just needs Claymore, I believe. Or the Broadsword. One of the two. Yeah, the Broadsword. Slowly but surely, he'll have himself that Battle Fury, and he'll be able to farm like crazy. Queen of Pain going to rush straight towards an Aghanims. Wants that 40-second cooldown on the Scream. Spam it out in every single team fight, maybe even twice in a team fight. We're going to get the rune. No, we do not. The Scream kills off the Wildkin and is able to secure it for himself. Tinker's thinking of TPing in the end, cancelling it. Denny wants to go on long DD. No, he's just going on the creeps right now. Scream to go out. Does Dendy know that the Chen is here? Because if he does, it could just blink in and deal a lot of damage, especially with no reinforcements being had. Hand of God to go down. Was he healing his creeps? I think he was just healing his creeps. That's quite a long cooldown to burn for just a couple of creeps, but I guess he really wants those creeps, huh? Anti-Mage currently sitting on 83 to 37 at 32. He's looking relatively good for himself. Luna only 30 to 12. They're having a pretty bad time in comparison, and Luna is no doubt the carry for DK. I guess Tinker could sort of semi-carry in a sense. In a sense, he's more supporty though. Na'Vi pushing out this top lane. They want to try and do a bit of damage. I doubt they'll be able to take the tier 1 tower. They could possibly get a kill on Luna. Is Ravage available yet? Ravage is finally available to Tidehunter. Puppey has reached level 6. But the smoke has come out. 3 heroes come out of DK. A Wildkin to join the fray, as well as a Seda Hellcaller. They're splitting apart, and Na'Vi are looking very dead. Tinker comes in, her Vorce is very low in HP, has a blink available, who blinks ahead, but suddenly, the rest of DK power shot to go through, just barely misses. The Shackle shot does go down, a nice Shackle to follow it up. Hand of God, the Ravage, but it doesn't pick up DK. Her Vorce should be fine. He does need to leave soon. The mana break to go down. Her Vorce is getting very low. Puppey's going to take a fall without a shadow of doubt. Her Vorce manages to leave, but Dendy joins the fray. The Screen, the ulti, the damage, the Shadow Strike, and suddenly, an even exchange of affairs, 3 for 1. 3 for 4. Na'Vi, triple kill for the Dendy. Na'Vi looking very strong. Very strong. And Broodmother's pushing out this bottom lane. This is without a doubt a tier 2 for Na'Vi. And they should be able to take this tier 1, but it seems they're electing to back off. They'd rather play it safe, lick their wounds for the next couple of moments. Now, this tower is dead. Fortification is available, however, it will only delay the inevitable. Fortification has been dropped. Reinforcements coming in. No, they are not. They are slowly but surely. The Venom Mantra alone will be able to do jack shit to protect this tower, and it does take a fall.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Wait a second. Is Denny going for Bloodstone? Point Booster and Voidstone. TP is rolling into this top lane. Her Vorce doesn't want to find himself caught out. It's just the Tinker is moving in on the offensive. Could deal a little bit of harassment, but nothing more than that. Meanwhile, over in the middle lane, DK going to TP out. Dendy trying to deal what he can, but alas, what he can do is not enough in order to secure that kill, to secure that victory. Two members of DK venturing out in the jungle. Two very squishy members of DK venturing out in the jungle. Arsart, nope, not going to move in. Just going to do a little bit of farming. They no doubt heard that split earth. They're probably well aware that death is nearby. We run out 1100 in the bank. How are we looking item-wise, Mrs. Broodmother? Orchid of the Malevolent, also 18k in the bank. 1800 in the bank. 18k would be absurd. Congregation to go in this middle lane. Are we going to push it out, or are we just going to transition somewhere else? Vorsa just getting free farm up at top. Has his Battle Fury. 108 last hits, almost the most in the game. Broodmother trailing ahead of him ever so slightly. And speaking of Broodmother, seems they want to gank her. Will it be a successful one? I don't think so. She seems she's a little bit wise, or maybe she's not that wise. She's still sticking around and trying to farm. Zippo moving in. DK going to back himself off. Light of Heaven going to back himself off, rather. And reinforcements are rolling in. Puppy alongside Light of Heaven. They should be able to do a bit of damage trying to kill off one of the creeps. The Alpha Wolf will, however, stick around and stay. More TPs rolling in. Dendy going to join the fight. See if they can bait it out. Long DD. Not pushing it in. Na'Vi looking for the kills. Will they find any? The DK have backed off in a very rapid manner, and they've also split apart. And it looks like Na'Vi have not earned themselves any kills. DK will successfully get away. And Revor's just continuing to get free farm at top all day, every day. With both towers being intact, he can do this. Easy peasy. And he's just getting the gold. It's raking in. And Tinker realizes, I need to do something about this. I'm going to go right-click him a few times. But unfortunately, that's about all that Tinker can do. The marching machines will make life a little bit more difficult. The rockets fly out. A lot of the damage should be absorbed by the spell shield, however. Light of Heaven could be moving on the Chen. The Chen needs to back off to the safety of the tower, but the tower is gone. He could find himself very dead, but he does have the reinforcement of Luna not too far away, and the ulti is available. Rotating to the top, they want to push out this lane, maybe even kill Havors. This is exactly what DK need to do. They need to shut down this anti-mage. He's getting too much free farm throughout the entire game. This will come into trade, however. The entire team of DK are up at top, and RV are pushing out bottom. Are you going to trade a Rax for a tier 1? I tell you, it is not going to be worth it, and they do begin to TP back almost immediately. Fortification is not available. The Edict doing a big chunk of damage, but Arsart getting awfully low. The damage coming from Super is absurd indeed. And Na'Vi do back off. The tier 1 tower is looking like it's going to take a fall. Havors moving in on the offensive. TP's rolling in. Blink ahead. The Shadow Strike, but the Luna ulti is doing a lot of damage. There goes a Ravage, as well as a Hand of God. Luna's about to take a fall. Havors trying to TP himself out. No, Tinker's TPing in on the Chen creep. Dendy getting awfully low. A few right clicks will take him down. They kill the Luna, but Dendy takes a fall. It's a 1-for-1 trade thus far. Puppy trying to do what he can. Anti-Mage comes in. The mana break to go down. Shackle doesn't latch. Puppy very low. Falls to the rockets, and now Havors is on the run, and he just barely blinks away from the Seder. Hellcaller does successfully escape, but it's a 3-for-1 trade. Was it worth it for the team of Na'Vi? And they lost a tower. They didn't take the tier 3. No, yes, they did. This is no doubt a very good trade indeed. Tier 3 for a tier 1 and a kill. I say that that's a worthy exchange indeed. And this middle lane also has a nice amount of momentum. This tier 2 could find itself in a world of pain. Chen creeps moving in. No, they're just backing off, going to the safety of the fountain. If they had gotten a kill on the anti-mage, that even then it wouldn't have been worth it. They lost to tier 3. The racks are now exposed. They can just waltz in there and slap those barracks in the face and be very, very happy with themselves. DK not in a good position thus far. Looking at the gold, 12k advantage for the team of Na'Vi, and the same can be said in the experience department of 15k being secured by Na'Vi. Looking strong, looking great, looking fantastic. Chen working his way towards a mechanism. Very, very slow, very late mechanism indeed, but it will help out in the upcoming team fights. Luna not having all that much at all. Just an Aquila, some treads. Just a Bacillus, some treads, and some braces, and that's it. That is all she wrote. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage is getting kills. Tinker tried to take him on. The answer to that was, of course, no. And it wasn't even a close fight. Anti-Mage just slapped him in the face, and he died. Double damage right here, going to be picked up by someone soon, I hope. Or maybe, I think Anti-Mage is making his way towards there. No, he's back to farming. Leaving that double damage there is a little bit risky. You should either pick it up or deny it. No, Anti-Mage is moving in, just farming while he's doing it. Being efficient at all times. He's racing his way to victory. Double damage to be picked up by the Anti-Mage. And from here on out, it's looking at Na'Vi want to take down Roshan. He's here available, he's vulnerable, easy peasy to kill. Will they take him down? Well, it's looking like it will be the case. DK will no doubt be aware of this. They will realize that everyone's buggered off. But Broodmother's doing some work. The barracks is being brought to half HP already. The defense has to roll in. This is very nicely done by Na'Vi. Power shot to go through, Reek and the Creep Blade. The Plague Ward's doing what they can. And meanwhile, Roshan is almost dead. Havorce has the room, will most likely secure that Aegis of the Immortal for himself as he works his way towards a man star. Poppy's getting awfully low, the bashes are coming in, he'll be fine. Aegis of the Immortal secured by Havorce with the Rashan falling to Na'Vi. Looking stronger and stronger within this game.
Illusion.
As to how DK can come back from where they are, well, Luna's still a fantastic carry, but the Eclipse, which is her main point of damage, a lot of it's going to be blocked by their fantastic carry in the form of the Anti-Fun. So DK are going to have their work cut out for them. They need to rely on Na'Vi doing something silly. They need to catch out heroes being where they shouldn't be and follow that up with simply killing them, denying them farm, and so on and so forth. Like ganking this Broodmother, catching out this Anti-Mage and ganking him, ganking this Dendi. This is what they need to do to bring themselves back because they're at a significant deficit. Also, these towers, if you can win a team fight and then kill these towers, or at least just a couple of them, suddenly the goal differential is not that significant. It will still be in favor for Na'Vi, but it will be nowhere near where it is now. They do need a good amount of last hits too, they're a bit behind in that regard. Invis, or smoke for Poppy. Not going to find anyone, however. No one is towards his top lane. The tier 1 tower still stands, and looks like Na'Vi want to take that down. It should be a very easy feat for them indeed. Forced off of the Windrunner. Mechanism finally in hand for the Chen. Venomous is just looking at a gem. Na'Vi pushing out the top lane. March and the Machine's going to prevent them from pushing forward for the next couple of seconds. Reinforcements are rolling in. The DK moving in from the behind, and the Tinker instantly pops to the Anti-Mage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Before he even realizes what's going on, he's dead. And the tier 1 tower being taken down. Anti-Mage Illusion's just going to continue to push this out. We'll transition to the tier 2. Dendi will be able to wipe out the creep wave in a very rapid and efficient manner, and this tier 2 will take a fall. We're already 1 member down. 4 versus 5, especially considering the 5 is very well farmed in a very nice state. They force a buyback. They're going to continue to push forward. The barracks is taking damage. We're moving in. The screen goes out, but it doesn't do any damage. Hand of God to fly out. Split Earth, hitting no one. The DK moving in. The Shackle goes down. Doesn't latch on anyone, however. ROTK moving in on the offensive. The Rocket's doing a lot of damage to the team of Na'Vi, and they will be forced to back off. They can't fight in a march, especially when they're this low on HP. Burning has himself a BKB. Light of Heaven has himself a BKB. He's going to stay here and continue to farm his way up, but this could be bad. 5 versus 1, they could easily take that Broodmother down, but he can simply BKB and TP his way out to safety. Power shot to go down. Poppy sticking nearby, making sure they don't catch out Light of Heaven. I'm going to rotate towards this middle lane and push this out. Meanwhile, Tinker being caught out by Havorce, trying to deal what damage he can. Going to blink his way out. Will he? The mana break goes down and Tinker takes a fall. Na'Vi, they're looking strong. They're looking good. They're looking unstoppable. Lucent Beam to go out. Nothing more than that. Arsite getting a little bit low. Nothing more than that. Havorce blinks in on the offensive. A nice Shackle to come down of ROTK, but he is going to pay for it. No Shadow Strike to come down. 4 stuffs on the offensive. Havorce is getting very low. A nice Ravage to come down. The right clicks are being down. Anchor Smash to follow it up. Hand of God. No Hand of God, but the Eclipse is doing a lot of damage. Havorce is almost dead, but he does manage to get away. Shackle to go down. Doesn't latch. Light of Heaven doing what damage he can. Pops off the Insatiable Hunger. Right clicks down on DK, and the ulti to come in from this Queen of Pain does massive damage. 2 easy kills for the team of Na'Vi, and Zippo trying to run to the safety of the fountain. He will not be able to get away. More right click will do it. The GG being called out by DK, and Na'Vi have won themselves game 1 of 3 in the International 2 and are 1 step away from progressing further in the tournament, in the winners bracket, and pushing DK down to the losers bracket. In a couple of moments, the throne will fall. There we go. This has been the International 2, the $1 million tournament for the game of Dota 2. Na'Vi going up against DK, with Na'Vi absolutely manhandling DK throughout the entirety of this game. Can Na'Vi win the second one and achieve a 2-0 victory and move themselves further up in the winners bracket, or will DK bring it back to 1-1 and force a third game? We'll have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Toshley. I'll see you next time.